Hello, everybody out there, and welcome back here to another comic book mystery box break, courtesy of my dad. Yeah, he's picked me up quite a few of these comic book mystery boxes lately, and this is the second big one that I've been anticipating of doing for a while now. If you watch my last few videos of me doing the box breaks and the showcase and reviews, then you know what's coming. It's opening up this big box. It took me like 33 minutes to get through the last one, but man, it was exciting. I really appreciate it. Love my dad very much, and always appreciate the gifts that he gives me here that I can show off on my channel to all my friends, subscribers. And speaking of that, if you have not subscribed, dropped any comments, or left any kind of feedback, make sure you do if this is your first time watching. It's always cool to connect with everybody here on YouTube, and I really appreciate all the feedback lately from everybody that subscribes, the comments, and the feedback, the likes. I really appreciate it all. It's much appreciated here on my channel. But yeah, big ups to my dad for making this one possible. This will be Comic Book Mystery Box Break 3.0. I have I have a playlist that I made on my channel that you can go back and check out. I'll put it up in the suggested box to the right. It has all my other box break videos in it, and a couple other comic book collection oriented videos. So go back and check all those out, guys. But yeah, thanks to everybody out there for the support. Thanks to my dad. And let's check out the box now. This is the box that the e-comics were sent in. And you can see there, it's books from PC, Coconut Creek, Florida. And this is the same company that sent the last comic book mystery box. My dad got this off an online auction. He said he never has not seen any more, so I think they've ran through the run. And man, I've been anticipating opening this up. So now I'm going to open this up. It's paper on the outside, and then they have like a United Express mail box inside, and then the comics are inside like a Kroger bag. If it's anything different, I'll let you see it, but once I get it all open, we can check it out. So yeah, let me get this busted open. I got my knife here, so let's do it. Okay, so here you see the box that they send you. It has this, paper on the outside, and then the Priority Mail Express box here on the inside, and then they send you like in a Kroger trash bag, or trash bag, but a Kroger like grocery sack. They send you the comics in. But man, there's a ton of comics here to go through. I cannot wait to see what I have got. There were a lot of vintage ones, first issues. When my dad looked at these, they said there was like possibilities of actually getting like an autograph. I doubt that I'll get an autograph, but man, wouldn't it be cool, just for the anticipation factor here on the video if I actually did. But I'm not banking on it at all. Like my dad said, they probably had like two that they sent out, and the couple lucky people got one. But there is one upside down here on top, so I'm anxious to see what this is. It's kind of cool that they packed it like this. So I'm going to get these out, and we're going to check out the comics. Alright, so let's get into it here. Comic Book Mystery Box Break 3.0. What is the first comic here as I turn it over? And we have Enter the Lost World of the Warlord. And man, I love my sword and sorcery comics, like Conan and whatnot, the barbarian type comics. And I think this is right up my alley. Who Watches the Watchmen, it says on there too. And this is from September 1987. And I didn't know there was anything about Watchmen back then, but I don't think it's the same Watchmen. But this is The Warlord. Like it says, 75 cents. They're from 1987. I'd have been 4 years old. Or, wait a minute. I'd have been 5 in 1987, sorry. So, yeah, this is vintage, man, to me. It's by Flesher, too, so gotta love that. The next one that we got here, and yeah, a lot of these come package sealed, so the next one I have here is RX, Son of Thunder, and man, this is pretty sick. And it says from see the film Superman 2. So man, this is pretty vintage here. 60 cents. What year are they gonna have here? October 1981, so the year before I was born, this came out. And wow, this is pretty sick, man. Drive the fastest cars in the world, Magnum 440. from Tycho. Pretty sweet little ad there, and man, I love the artwork of these older comics especially. And you got all your classic ads in here that I used to love looking at as a kid. There's the Bubble Yum. But there was other cool things here, like ads here, that you can find comics here. It says, can't find DC Comics on the West Coast? You can at these independently owned comic stores. So it showed a bunch of comic stores. That's pretty sick. Free poster, Teen Titans, George Perez. Gotta love George Perez. Here is a newer comic here, and it says it's from, let's see if I can find a date here on the front anywhere. Not having any luck here. Probably overlooking it as always, but August 2012, we have Avengers vs. X-Men. I don't know if this is the same one that came in the last one, but I did get one of those in the last one too. So this is pretty cool. This is round 6 of it. So a rather new one there. Next we have I Joined the Revolution. What is this? The Uncanny Avengers. So what this is? Marvel Now. Not too sure of a date here. Let me see if I can find a date. This is number 1 too, so that's pretty cool. The date's 2012 here on the back, so I'm going to go with that. Marvel Avengers Battle for Earth. Xbox game on the back there too, which is pretty cool. A couple slide off here. Here we have Red Wolf on the back. It's another Wolverine Weapon X. So I have another copy of this. This is a older one though, from what year was this from? I already have a copy of this one from the last one that I did. But yeah, the Red Wolf one on the back with Lobo, pretty cool. Yeah, right off the top of my head, 1991 is the year. So if you see my last video, I have one of those too. So I think I've gotten like 3 doubles so far in this one, but what are you gonna do? Next we have, ooh, this is pretty cool. Ghost of the Past, part 1 of 4, The Incredible Hulk. Really neat cover. Gotta love that artwork on this one. Really digging it. So this is 30th anniversary, so 1992. 1962 to 1992. 30th anniversary of The Incredible Hulk. So really cool here. He had some Game Boy ads on the back as well. Really dig these ads, these old school ads. Flip through them here. Pretty cool. Next we have 1 Month to Die, Wolverine. I'm not sure if I have a double of this one or not, but it looks familiar. Inside, 2014. Next we have, moving right along, Orion, Lord of Atlantis. That's pretty cool. I don't have any of Orion, Lord of Atlantis. And this is a 60-cent one. And it says, There's No Stopping Us Now, the new DC. And this is from, let's see here, 1983. I'd have been a year old when this came out. You got your Advanced Dungeons and Dragon ad there from Intellivision. Mattel Electronics. That's pretty cool. On the back you have that Tron ad. Really cool. For the Atari 2600. Gotta love that. Next we have, well, once again, Orion, Lord of Atlantis, and it has the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons ad on the back of it. But pretty sweet here. This is number 11 from September and number 10 from August, and both of them are from 1983, as you can see here inside. So pretty cool. Gotta love that. Next we have, look at that Burger Time ad on the back here. That's pretty cool. One of my favorite games of all time, 1983's Burger Time. Love that artwork. And this is another Orion. for 1983. Tell by how much they cost. It's a really cool cover on the front as well. Ooh, look at that James Bond 007 ad on the back. Sensational, a real thriller. It's James Bond all the way. The video game cartridge. Parker Brothers Atari 2600. Pretty neat there. And it's another Orion. So getting a bunch of Orions from 1983 that they threw in here. Next you have, look at that. Kool-Aid Man video game ad from Mattel Electronics. Getting all these old school video game ads on here. When the thirsties are after you, what can you do? Mix up the Kool-Aid, drink mix before they go. Oh yeah, he's saying. And the thirsties. And it's saying down here, see if there's a year. But it's another Orion, and wow, what a cover that is. Really cool artwork. Don't know too much about Orion, the character. But this is a 75-cent one. So I think that, let's see if this is still from 1983. Yeah, 1983. So yeah, even though it's up to 75 cents, and the other ones from 83 were only 60 cents. Because you can see there, 83 the date, so that had me confused. And you can clearly see here, 1983 the date. So they upped the price, 15 cents. Another Orion, same year, special origin issue as well. That's pretty cool. So I don't know anything about this character, and I can check it out in this. What do we have on the back? You're building for real. Old school Lego ad. Man, I loved Legos as a kid. Still do. But that's pretty freaking sick. Running through here, Orion with the same Lego ad on the back. That's a cool front cover. And that's from 83 as well. So man, a ton of Orions they give me. And what is this? Oh, they're kind of stuck together. Looks like a bunch of warlords. I would say 83 on this. Number 74, October. They all come in plastic. Really cool artwork on the front. Then we have, like I said, a whole stack of warlords here. This is $1. December 87. 5 years old on that one. Pretty cool. And another one, A New Era Begins. It says on this one. And that one looks pretty thick, really. This is from November 87. Number 123. That was a cool cover. Then you have another Warlord. Enter the Lost World of the Warlord, I would say. The history of the DC Universe is must-reading. This one's from May 87. Pretty cool cover. And a couple more Warlords here, it looks like. That's really cool. Bonus book, free 16-page second feature in this one. And this is from September of 1988 this time. So Maddox Revenge Chapter 3, The Warlord. That's a different one. DC Comics aren't just for kids. Then we have another Maddox Revenge Warlord. And this is from July 88. Mandrake, you gotta love his artwork. Look at that cover. I like the way they drew Warlord, sword and sorcery type stuff. What do we have here? We have Lobocop. Oh man, it's a parody of RoboCop, but it's not RoboCop, it's a Lobocop. A fraggin' parody, it says. And this is from February 1994. Special, Alan Grant, Martin Oman, it says there. The Bostich of law enforcement. Gotta love that. Hope I'm pronouncing that right, by the way. And look at that. The mailman delivers. Nice. Next we have the Lobo Paramilitary Christmas Special. And that's number 1 from 1991 as well. So we have a first issue here. And this was also number 1 from 1994. So that's the first 2 first issues I've noticed. Gotta love Lobo. What do we have on the back here? Last Boy Scout ad. What's on the back of Lobocop? Oh yeah, the mailman. That's right. So that's cool to get those 2 first issues. Next we have Blazing Chain of Love. Lobo. Another one. Man, so they threw a lot of Lobos in these 2 boxes. But still, look at that friggin' artwork. Lobo's crazy. Another Lobo. Portrait of a Victim. Look at that cover. Crazy. He's got a cigarette butt ashtray shoved in his mouth. 1993 on this one. The Dark Half. Stephen King and George A. Romero. Ad on the back. Looks like another Lobo. Lobo Annual Bloodlines Outbreak. Pretty sweet. And that's number 1 from 1993. So this is first issue of this one too. So that's cool. And the artwork there is amazing. Another Lobo. He's got a freaking lightsaber almost there, but the new 52 one. And number 2. And the year on these new 52s, I can't really remember off the top of my head. So 2012, something like that. Next, we have another Lobo. I already have this one, Face Off. You've seen the last video, you saw this one. And look at that. Bagboarded back issues, Aldiva.com. Nice. Another Lobo here from the new 52. Like I said, I don't know the dates, and I'm not going to break them out of these plastic with the backs on them. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just leaving them like they are. Here's one without the cover, and this is December 1995, Justice League America, Underworld Unleashed, by Darkness Consumed, it says. Wow, that's a pretty sick cover. Really liking that one. Next we have, is this the end of the Justice League America? Number 113 from August 1996. Man, this is a sick cover too. And look at the back here. For Eskimo Pie and Welch's. Cool Taste Hot Cards, great stuff. Man, do they even make Eskimo Pies anymore? It says get 12 free cards from Eskimo Pie and Welch's. So pretty cool. I probably had a few of those, I would say. Is this the end of Justice League America? Pretty nice. Next we have Justice League Europe here. Up from the depths. And what the heck, it looks like a freaking Tremor. Graboid. 1991. 9 years old when this came out. Pretty sweet. The back has, oh, you gotta love Arch Rivals. It's a real basket brawl. What a game. What a game that was. Justice League America Year 1, number 11. And this is from November 1998. Pretty sweet cover there. These are all encased too, so like I said, really taking a look inside of these is out of the question. There's so many, I'm trying to get through them in a reasonable amount of time. Justice League America Year 1, 1998. You gotta love that. Martian Manhunter on the front, Flash, Green Lantern. This is pretty sweet. Looks like a mashup of a bunch of different characters there. Another Justice League America. Meet the new Axis of Evil, it says. The White Rage Part 3 of 3 from August 03. I like the cover on that. Another Justice League America, Brightest Day. And this is from July 2010. And we have Supergirl there on the front. Looks like old school Green Lantern there. And pretty sweet here. Batman coming in from the left too. Even have old school Flash down there to the right. Here we have The Power of Shazam. So another Shazam here. March 1999 on the date. Pretty sick cover too as well. Fighting this big old three-headed Ghidorah looking freaking octopus type monster. Shazam in his clutches. I think there's a Shazam movie coming out for the DC movie universe they got going. And here's another really cool cover for Brightest Day Justice League America, October 2010. So they still do great artwork to this day. I like this beast down here. The Dark Things Part 5. The Dark Things Part 5. Starring the Justice Society of America. Guest starring Supergirl in the clutches of this beast here. Whatever it is. Really cool. Here's another one, and man, it's like really good artwork on the front of this one. I almost thought that was like raised off of there at first, but Justice League of America versus Crime Syndicate of America. Man, this cover is just amazing. And it begins here. It's got all your favorites right there. Martian Manhunter, the Green Lantern, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and then the Flash there. And their New Age versions. Very cool. Here is from January 1992. I'd have been 10 years old when this came out. Aquaman, The Death of Poseidonus. Poseidonus. The Death of Poseidonus. I do not know anything about Poseidonus, but something to do with Poseidon. The Greek mythological character. Always love Aquaman. Jason Momoa going to be playing Aquaman coming up here soon. He played it in Justice League, the movie that came out lately. Wasn't that well received. Here's the Green Lantern from May 1997. Three's Company. And you gotta love this. Green Lantern with a green chick and a towel here on the front. A little bit of racy artwork here. Being attacked by some kind of shadow monster. So you can see the gap on the back of this one. Next we have, first of all, on the back here, Game Marauders, 1987. And we have, two Green Lanterns. We have from August 97. This is a really sweet cover too. That's number 89. And then Through the Black Hole, the Green Lantern Corps. NEM is coming. Really neat. This is from November 1987. So 97 and 87, 10 years apart there. Two different Green Lantern ones. So you can see the artwork in 10 years there. Looks like Black Canary here. And man, I got a ton of Black Canary now. Black Canary and Green Arrow, anyway. If you saw my showcase and review vid of the one I already did. Blonde Woman's Bluff. Blonde Woman's Bluff, Part 2. And this one is June 93. So I'd have been 11 years old when this was published. Another Dark Half, George A. Romero, Stephen King adaptation ad here on the back. There are very good reasons to be afraid of the dark. And next we have Reign of the Supermen. And I already have this one, if you saw my last video, because it has the cybernetic Superman there. So this is really testing my memory. It's doing pretty good. October 93, remembering those doubles. Saw my last video, check that out. Ooh, Avengers, the Avengers Infinity Versus. The Avengers versus Infinity, I guess that would be called. Not too sure, but everybody is about the Avengers Infinity Wars right now. So I'm guessing this is related in that realm. But you got Hulk here. Wow, doing the classic test of strength there. But Cap, Thor, Black Widow all laid out there on the ground. You got Iron Man on the ground. So the Avengers Infinity Wars, but it's just called Infinity Versus or Versus Infinity. I can't really tell you. Next we have Avengers Undercover. Which hero becomes a villain, it says. And it says it's #1. So another first issue. And the year on this one, I'd have to go off the ad on the back, and we have 2014. Time to take a stand, as you have classic Steve Rogers here. Captain America from the films, Chris Evans. But very sweet. Dennis Hopeless. What a name. And we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Another #1. Very cool. And #1 of Avengers, Rogue Planet #1. I like that cover a lot, how it's drawn. Very different from other comic work. Love it. Got Wolverine on the back and everything. Next we have another Avengers. Pretty sweet here. Iron Man here on the front. I don't know who these masked guys are. Thor's hammer being thrown there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is another 2014 one. 2013, whatever, but the mashups. I think I may have this one. I remember the this ad on the back, but I don't think it's the same one. Another Avengers here, #2. And I can't. Let's see. Looking like 2016 on this one. Eminem's 75th anniversary. Really cool cover here on the front, though. Man, that's sweet. Gotta love that. And next, we have Secret Empire #5. Wow. And Hawkeye there laying on the ground, damaged. Man, everybody looks like they've been defeated pretty bad. Spidey laying there. That's black costume Spidey too. Well, black and red. Iron Man laid out, even the Thing back there. Is that Gladiator back there? Ant-Man. Black Widow once again. Look how messed up Hawkeye looks. Knocked the lens out of his old glasses there. Secret Empire, #5. Not sure on a year. So we're down to the last two here. And this is Take Back Justice, Occupy Avengers. And I have no idea. But it looks like you have a new little cast there in Hawkeye without any kind of mask on. And this would be from 2017. So, yeah, something new that they're doing. Occupy Avengers. And on the back, Marvel MasterCard, fast forward to cash back. Yeah, look at the Marvel MasterCard. It looks like the Volume 1 mixtape from Guardians of the Galaxy. Pretty cool. And last but not least, as we went 30 minutes now, we have the Avengers. And I'm not sure actually which issue, number 25 down there to the right. And this looks like a rather new one here, 2014. But here on the back, wow, wait a minute here. I'm not sure what's going on here, but the biggest creators, the best characters. I think this is just an ad here on the back, unless it's like a double-sided issue, but number 1 says on the back. And the front just has this Avengers cover. So yeah, I'm thinking that's just some kind of ad on the back there, but not too sure. Have to check that out. But yeah, overall, really happy with the stack here that I got of comics, and I'm glad that everybody has stuck with me this far. I want to tell my dad big ups for picking this up for me. Love you very much, and I've appreciated all the comic book mystery boxes that you got me. It's brought me a lot of entertainment, fun, and excitement, and I really appreciate it. And yeah, guys, thanks for bearing with me this long if you stuck it out with me. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below, give me a like if you like what you see. And until next time, guys, it's been a long vid, so I'm going to say, as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, peace out.